Hello, my name is Ryan Hunter, and in this video, I'm going to be taking you through my journey with Scouting America, a fundraiser. My project focused a lot on posting on different sites, different social media platforms, and trying to reach the biggest audience that I could, from family to friends to colleagues to people I'm in class with, anyone I was definitely telling about this fundraiser. The main goal for this project was to definitely increase awareness for this fundraiser, but also the ultimate goal was to raise money for this fundraiser. By using social media, I was definitely able to connect with a broad audience, people that I've never met before were engaging with my posts, especially on this YouTube post that I made. You'll see this later in the video. I was actually able to have some pretty good turnout on YouTube, which was pretty good because I've never actually used the platform. My social media marketing strategy for this project was to use social media across a bunch of different platforms to reach the most broad audience that I 100% could. I focused on posting a lot of engaging content, content that is not boring. I would add pictures, not just add words. Definitely adding pictures and adding links and showing people that this is a real thing definitely helps a lot with this one. Overall, I just used a bunch of mixes of different visuals and different things that I could use on social media to bring the biggest audience I could bring in. My main goals for this project were to increase engagement across the platforms every single week, along with getting more engagement on my older posts too. Like week 1, we had Facebook, where I still was making sure I was getting some activity on there too. I also used a lot of relevant hashtags. Using keywords is definitely a big part of getting engagement for social media. Also, just overall explaining what this project actually was and what you were supporting if you were going to be donating. So overall, my main goals were definitely to reach the most amount of people as possible, do engaging things on the platforms, not just blatant posts that people don't want to read, add pictures, and definitely use relevant hashtags. And last, but very not least, it was to raise as much money as I possibly could for this fundraiser. For this project, I definitely achieved a lot of the goals that I wanted to. I learned a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, my goal was to raise $100. I was only able to raise $50, but that's still definitely somewhere to start. I'm not a big person on social media, so yeah, that's that. But definitely partially achieved my goals. I was able to definitely get some good engagement, just wasn't able to get the money there for sure. I think if I had a longer time, I definitely would be able to get some more money. For week 1, we used Facebook. Facebook was definitely unfamiliar for me. I've never used it in my life. I feel like a lot of people my age definitely don't use it. It's more Instagram, TikTok-like. So it was definitely new for me, but I learned how to use the insights. Decent turnout, but it wasn't the best, but still was able to definitely use Facebook pretty well. My strategy for posting on Facebook was definitely to get the community in. I was more trying to go local here at WVU instead of being at home. But yeah. Here I will attach my screenshots of my Facebook posts. Week 2 was LinkedIn. I've used LinkedIn a little bit in my life, still was not too familiar with it. I got decent turnout on LinkedIn, but still definitely a learning experience for me. My strategy for posting on LinkedIn was to come at it from a more professional approach. I know LinkedIn is definitely more of a job space type platform, so I didn't want to come at it as I would on Instagram or Facebook. Rather, I wanted to come at it more professional. I will attach the screenshots next. Next was Twitter. Twitter was definitely more familiar for me. I came at it a way different approach than LinkedIn for sure. The strategies for Twitter were definitely to use relevant hashtags. Definitely put the link because people like to see where they're actually going to be putting their money to. And yeah, definitely just the relevant hashtags were a big one for me. Hashtags are huge on social media, and if you are fundraising, you definitely need to make sure to use hashtags. I will attach my post from Twitter below. Next was Instagram. This was definitely one of the more familiar ones with me. I am on Instagram myself, so yeah, that was definitely a good thing for me. My strategy here was to definitely use smaller captions while also using the relevant hashtags like I did in the previous posts. Also to definitely use some visuals like I did. You can post pictures on Instagram. So I made sure to use good pictures that had to do with Scouting America, which is my fundraiser. Here are the screenshots of my Instagram post. Next was YouTube. I'm honestly not too familiar with YouTube. I haven't used YouTube since I've been younger, but this week was actually the best week that I had this semester for turnout wise of this fundraiser. My strategy was to create short videos. There's a thing called Shorts now on YouTube, which is pretty much like Reels where you can just scroll up. So I did those. I did 3 of those, and within 5 minutes I was at 200 views at one of my videos, and it was actually crazy to see. Since I had to create a new account to make this video. I will post screenshots of the engagement and views below. Next was Pinterest. For Pinterest, I honestly I've heard a little bit about it, but I've never even downloaded the app or even used it one bit. So yeah, it was definitely tougher for me. I had an issue with even getting the posts up. So yeah, it was really hard for me. My strategy here was I really didn't have a strategy for posting on Pinterest because I've never even heard or used it before. So I pretty much just asked ChatGPT to put something in for me, and they were able to create a caption for me. The turnout was not too good. I will attach the screenshots of my post below though. But yeah, this comes with, this is trial and error. It was definitely a learning experience for sure. Overall, my main goals were to definitely bring in the most engagement for me, to get better at using social media as a whole, and in the end, to raise some money for this fundraiser. It was a great experience. I had a great time doing it. The tone I used for this project through all platforms switched a lot, from Facebook to LinkedIn to Instagram. LinkedIn was more, like I said before, was more professional, and then on the other platforms I was able to use emojis, use other things to get the community more engaged, and hashtags too are a big thing. That was definitely a main goal, to use as many relevant hashtags as you can, because that's what brings in the viewers. My best 3 posts were definitely the YouTube week. All 3 of them were definitely my best posts through that. I will attach those again so you can see that. I think YouTube worked best for me on this one because in YouTube you're able to kind of go on the For You page and scroll and see people's posts that you don't even follow. So I was able to get random people that are seeing my posts and able to engage with it, and it was actually pretty cool to see. But yeah, overall I think YouTube definitely worked the best for me because I was able to reach people that weren't following me, and on these other platforms you have to kind of be following somebody to see their posts. Analytics definitely shaped some of my decisions that I made during this. In the earlier weeks with Facebook, I wasn't using as many hashtags, emojis, better pictures, which is why I got no engagement. But as the weeks went on, I kind of started to get the hang of it and saw that with relevant hashtags and better pictures and emojis come with more engagement. Although I did not use Hootsuite, I was able to use all the analytic platforms on the actual social media sites, so that was pretty cool to use. My favorite one was 100% YouTube. I was able to see the ages. It was pretty cool to see all that stuff, so yeah. Overall, from this project, I learned that when you're fundraising or advertising for something, you need to make your post engaging rather than just making it a plain post. So yeah, I learned that to make a effective social media post, you need to have engaging stuff that people will want to actually engage with instead of just a plain post. Also, clear messaging and short but not small captions definitely are good. People don't want to sit there and read a book. Rather, they want to see what the important information is and what they're putting their money to. At the end of the day, I met only 50% of my quota, but that's not too bad because obviously the quota was not for a grade, so that was not my main goal to get money. The main goal was to get better at advertising, marketing, and posting on social media as a whole. Thank you for coming on my journey with me this semester. This is actually my last class that I'll be taking before I graduate, so I just want to thank you for that, and I hope you have a great summer.